Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to make a tricky triangle. You will make your plans on paper first so that you don't screw up the wood, and then you will place it on wood so that you know where to drill your holes. To start the project, you will need paper, a ruler with metric measurements, and a protractor. You'll need a pencil. I'm going to use a pen so that you can see the lines better. And to start with, we make a 14 centimeter line towards the bottom of our paper. And then I take my protractor, I put it on the edge on the right hand side, and I measure at 60 degrees. Take my ruler or straight edge, line up the end of my line with the tick mark I just created, and make that 60-degree line. Then I take my protractor on the left side of my line and measure 120. And once these lines are all connected, I'll have a nice equilateral triangle. So, we have a nice equilateral triangle. Now I'm going to measure on each side, the very middle, which is 7 centimeters from the end, and make that mark. So once you've marked the middle on each side, then you're going to take your protractor, put it on your new middle dot, make sure everything's lined up appropriate, measure 90, and now I'm going to take my straight edge and go from the bottom all the way to the top. So I have split my triangle in half. Now I'm going to do that for each side. So from the bottom to the top of my triangle, so when I finish, you should have something like this. Now I'm going to measure from each corner on that line that I just created 1 centimeter towards the center. I'm going to make a little X on that particular spot, and I'm going to do that for each corner. Go to this corner, measure in 1 centimeter, and to my last corner, 1 centimeter. So now I have 3 brand new X's. I'm going to connect them Make sure that your line is going to the middle of each one of your X's, or as close as you can. It's better to take your time and make your lines correct the first time, otherwise you'll have to redo this at the end. So now I have an interior triangle. And on that new triangle, I am going to measure 3 centimeters on each side of that midline. So 1, 2, 3. That's my new mark and a new X. 1, 2, 3. New line and a new X. I'm going to put an X on my middle. And so now I have 5 evenly spaced X's on that line. I'm going to do that for each side. So 1, 2, 3, make your mark. 1, 2, 3, make your mark. Now we have 5 X's on that side, evenly spaced. And this is our final side. 3 on this side, 1, 2, 3 on this side. So now we have 15 total X's all around the perimeter of our inner triangle. Now I'm going to, from the top 2, I am going to bisect them with a line across the top. And I'm going to go down to my next ones and make a parallel line. So I ran down the triangle here, here, and here so that I have 3 parallel lines. And I'm going to do that for each side. So I'm going to turn my paper and do that again. So when you finish, you should have a really cool pattern that looks like this. And now I know where to put all of my markings. So on the first of my triangle, I have 1. Second one I have 2. They're already marked. On the second one I need 3. So where all of these come together, that will be my 3rd mark. I'm going to circle that so you can see it better. On the 1, 2, 3, 4th line where all of these intersect, that is my next X. Same thing on this side. Once again, I'm going to circle those. So now I'm going to circle each place where I'm going to drill my wood in order to make the peg holes. You can see that they are evenly spaced on each side in every direction. Once you have done this perfectly, you will bring me your paper, and then I will give you your wood so that you can create this on wood and then drill your holes.